So I heard you need advice, huh? Well, you came to the right place. I am a very, very qualified love expert. I obviously have. I've already had 10 boyfriends. I've had 2,000 crushes. I know the ups and downs of love and everything about it. I am the love expert! I can't take myself seriously. I am not a love expert, and my opinion is probably the worst opinion ever. So I've only had one boyfriend and probably at least 7 strong crushes. And today I want to talk about crushes. Like, I'm straight, just heads up, and I like boys, obviously. And since I have been in 5th grade, I've been liking boys. And over the time, I have noticed those types of crushes. So today, we will be talking about all types of crushes, what I don't understand, and I have 3 stories about my own personal crushes. Okay, so types of crushes I know are those weird crushes. Like, the ones your friends are kind of like, oh, you like that guy? He's not that cute, and he's really weird. But there's something about him that you really like, but you don't understand why you do, you just do. Then you have those hot crushes. You know, the ones that fit your type, and they usually could be tall, maybe not. They could be shorter. They might have really nice hair, they might have really bad hair if you're into that. And they might have great eyes, they might have not. They might just look perfect, and they might not. And they might have an amazing personality, or they have the most crappy personality you'll ever meet. There's also those ones that you really want, but once you get them, you really don't. That usually happens with guys the most. Like, I have quite a few guy friends, and they've talked about girls they really like, knowing they don't have a chance, but when they do, they don't want them anymore. After a month, they realize, oh, this girl isn't who I thought she is, and they just dump her. Then, there's also the ones you ignore, and the ones who ignore you. One of my first crushes, he was one of those types that I'm like, I never talked to. I just always admired him, creepily stalking him from the other side of the hallway, and I just liked him. I didn't have any class with him, didn't know who he was, nothing. I just liked him. I don't even know why anymore. And then there's also those camp crushes. Okay, I know not all of you go to camp, but if you go to a co-ed camp, you will definitely have a camp crush. You might not for your first maybe 5 years because you're not in 5th grade or middle school, but once you do get there, you will start having camp crushes. Oh, funny story. When I was at camp last time, all the girls went around and told each other who their camp crush was. 80% of the girls said the exact same guy. They all said it was like Aaron or something. And I didn't understand because, 1, I didn't even know who that kid was, and 2, when I saw him, I was like, they like him. I don't think nobody could get him. Next off, we have those crushes you like for a week. There's always that guy you see love for sight, and you're like, oh my god, he's so hot, I really like him. Or you might just hear him talk for like 30 minutes, and you suddenly just start liking him. Or you start like a combo, and you start liking him. It's really weird, but like, after a week, you realize, oh, he's not for me, I think I should move on. And finally, there's that crush you have on your friend, but you never admit it. I've had quite a few of these, and especially with the guys who are like really cute and really funny, but like, I just realized that's not a good idea. I want to be just friends with them. I don't want to get into a relationship and ruin my interaction with this person. Because from previous experience and from other people's stories, I know, once you get into a relationship, half the time, you don't talk to them ever again after you're out of it. Now, there's also that crush that every single girl likes. And you know, you don't have a chance, but you still like him. You don't know why, but you just do. He seems to be the guy that every single girl likes, and sometimes he might be that guy that when someone asks you, oh, who do you like? You'll be like, oh, I like James. Just as an excuse so nobody would actually ask you who you like. And finally, I'm going to tell you 3 stories of 3 crushes I've had when I was in the past, 6 years. Okay, my first crush is my 6th grade crush. I've had crushes beforehand, but this one was the longest. So, this was the beginning of 6th grade. He came to our school, and I noticed him first off because I was like, oh wow, he's really tall. Everyone else is really short. And you don't know this about me, but I was really tall at that time. I was probably about 5'5", and the rest of the girls were like 5'1", 5 foot. So I was like, oh, a guy who's actually taller than me, because the rest of the guys were 5'4", and I was taller than them. And then it perceivably just kept going, and it got stronger and stronger. Every time he'd look at me, I just got those butterflies, and I was like, he's looking at me. But the thing was, he was one of those crushes that ignore you. Like, I never talked to him, I never got to get to know him, and once I did, I was just disgusted, and I was like, no, I don't want to be with this kid. And I stopped liking him after he got a girlfriend. My most recent crush was in fact my boyfriend, or ex, I guess, and we first were friends a year ago, and then it kind of proceeded to, like, a frenemy vibe, but we stayed friends. And then, like, he started liking me, and I was just kind of confused, like, why do you like me? And it was just, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it, and let's see how this goes. And it went fine, but it only lasted 2 months, because he realized, I guess, he was the one that wanted me, knowing I wouldn't want him back. But when he did, he was like, oh, wait, I don't want to be with her. And we were sort of friends, but we don't talk as much anymore. And third off, I've had an online crush. Like, I liked a guy who I met on the internet. I don't anymore. I've moved on, but I did. Anyways, crushes are just interesting. Like, you have a crush, but you know most of the time they won't happen, but you still like them. I just don't understand. Oh well, that's life. So, I hope you enjoy, and please like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff, because why not? See ya. Oh, by the way, me, Mucha, Aiden, Evelina, and Slayer have made a new Discord. It will be in the link below, and you should join and talk to us. And now, goodbye.